It's great, you're back, and it is the Funnell Forecast on Back of the Net.
And the cross by Heffernan, and was that a foul? It's a goal anyway from Funnell.
And of course, I cannot do this alone because, well, frankly, I don't know what I'm talking about. So we're going to bring in Tony Funnell. How you doing, Tony?
Very well. How are you?
Yeah, it's great to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Have you had a good week?
Yeah, another good week. Playing golf.
Excellent. Getting pretty handy.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you don't already know, Tony had a fantastic game of golf the other week we've got great footage, which we'll put a link in the below for you. And Tony played against our competition winner for charity, the Forest Home Hospice, and also our great friend of the show and middle of the conversation dinner eater, Harry Redknapp as well. Tony was there.
Yeah, good day that was. Yeah, it's worth watching.
Good. Yeah, definitely check that one out. So, Tony, I've got a funny feeling. Tony. I've got a funny feeling that might be another flashback coming on.
Flashback to the days when the nights were young. Flashback when we could do no wrong.
Yeah, it is another Funnell flashback. And Tony Funnell, you're going to take us. You're going to take us back, way back, and we're going to have a look at some fantastic pictures of your career that you brought in.
Yeah, well, after scoring that hat-trick in the Reading game, the next day, as I said, I had to go and see Laurie McMenemy. Well, I climbed the stairs up to his office in the Dell and walking in there expecting, like everyone else thought, that I was going to make my debut for the first team at the weekend, but that wasn't what he told me at all. When I got up into his office, Laurie explained that the coach of Vancouver Whitecaps was actually at the game and he wanted me to play for Vancouver in the North American Soccer League during the summer. He thought it'd be a really good experience for me. And, well, I was more than happy to agree. So a couple of weeks later, there I was on a plane going to Vancouver. I just arrived at the airport then and I was met by the coach that scouted me. And there was also quite a few supporters at the airport as well. I was a bit shocked because I thought, do they know I was only playing non-league a few months ago?
It's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because people forget this, but I mean, in America, football or soccer, as they like to call it, it was really starting to get pretty big, wasn't it? There was a lot of players coming from all over the world to America to play.
Yeah, it was very big actually, and what I noticed most was like the stadiums compared to the Dell. Well, there's the Dell, yeah, and then.
Okay, so Tony, we're looking at some stadiums here, and can you talk us through these?
Yeah, and the top left-hand corner is the Los Angeles Coliseum. Top right-hand corner, that was Las Vegas. Bottom left-hand corner, that was Tampa Bay Stadium. And the bottom right-hand corner was the Aloha Stadium in Hawaii.
I didn't even know they had a stadium in Hawaii. That's incredible. Look at the size of those things. How many Dean Courts can you fit in one of them, do you reckon?
I know. They were amazing stadiums. You think, this is going back 40 years and they were so modern compared to what the Dell looked like.
And would they be multi-sports as well, Tony? I mean, would they have on the soccer season, they'd be soccer, and then when they go back to, they'd be American football or hockey?
Yeah, well, they actually had dual lines because there's a picture later on that we'll see, and it looks like I'm off the pitch, but I'm actually on the football pitch. I'm on the soccer pitch, should I say? Yeah. But I'm off the American football pitch.
Yeah.
Because that was inside. So, yeah, interesting.
That is interesting. Well, that's a complete culture change then from Southampton.
When I arrived in Vancouver, the season had actually already begun, and the Whitecaps had been struggling at the start and hadn't been doing very well. And unfortunately, after a few weeks of me getting there, the coach got the sack. And yeah, I know. But they played, I think, about a month before I got there, and they hadn't been doing too good. Anyway, they signed a new coach up to come over from England, and it was Tony Waiters, the ex-Blackburn England goalkeeper. And he came over from England, and he brought with him Gordon Taylor, who's the current PFA chairman, and Derek Posse, who was Mill's third all-time leading goal scorer. And I mean, they were two quality signings for the Whitecaps. But unfortunately, that limited my playing time.
Yeah.
And I was mostly used as a sub after they arrived, to be honest. But I'd only turned pro a few months previous to this. So, it was still good experience for me. So, I was still happy. It wasn't long after that we played one of our big games, and it was a big highlight for me at the time, Vancouver against New York Cosmos. And lucky enough for me that day, I came on at half time. So I had plenty of time on the pitch. The match was played in front of 30,000 fans, over 30,000 fans. And it was actually, at the time, the largest attendance to watch a soccer game in Canada.
Wow.
And it was definitely the biggest crowd I'd ever played in front of. For a 19-year-old who 6 months earlier was working on the building sites and playing non-league football for Eastbourne United, and this was real Roy the Rover stuff. It was me playing soccer in front of a large crowd against the New York Cosmos team that included the great Pele, who won the World Cup 3 times for Brazil, and whose goal-scoring record was, in fact, 1,282 goals in 1,363 games.
No, really?
Amazing, yeah. Yeah.
That is incredible.
Also in the team that day was Franz Beckenbauer, who won the World Cup with Germany, and he also got 103 caps for his country. And their striker was the ex-Lazio and Italian striker Giorgio Chinaglia. So that's what their team included. They were the star-studded team of the North American Soccer League that year. But luckily for me, things went well near the end of the game with 6 minutes to go. And Vancouver Whitecaps were hanging on to a 4-3 lead at that time. I received a cross from Gordon Taylor, and it fell to me on the edge of the box, 18 yards out, and I struck it, a beauty actually, into the top right-hand corner, and we won 5-3.
Wow.
So, that was unbelievable, really. You couldn't write a script like that.
That's incredible.
I was, I think I was so lucky, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look. With 6 minutes remaining, one more superb cross from Taylor. On the left, found Funnell alone at the edge of the box, and the 19-year-old lone player from Southampton sliced a shot with pinpoint accuracy to Messing's top right corner. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, just shut your eyes and put it in the top corner.
Is that what I think it is in that photo there?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. The big white line is the American football pitch, and the thin red line is the edge of the soccer pitch.
Yeah.
So, because lots of people turned around and said, you're off the pitch then. But I wasn't. I was a yard inside it. I was a yard inside the red line. And I didn't let him get the ball off me there. I didn't turn around and beat him. I just shielded it and laid it back to someone else. But during that time, I managed to play against so many of my idols. I played against George Best that year, Rodney Marsh, Chinaglia, Beckenbauer, and the great Pele. And also we've got a program coming up shortly of Vancouver versus Las Vegas. And you'll see in that picture, the Las Vegas number 10 was Eusébio.
Wow.
Eusébio of Portugal, who scored 733 goals in 745 games. I mean,
that's impossible.
Well,
isn't it? By today's football, that's incredible.
It's amazing, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that wasn't a bad summer for me, really, going out there. I think I realised a lot of dreams.
Yeah.
then it was brilliant. And what happened was Pele and the New York Cosmos, after that game, they carried on through the season and they actually won the league and they were the champions. And then the following season, Vancouver Whitecaps under Tony Waiters, and I think Alan Ball played for them that season. They were the champions. And me, I went back to Southampton reserves with the hope of getting in the first team.
Oh, and we're going to find out more next time, Tony?
We'll find out some more next week.
That was brilliant. That was really, really good. I'm so excited. Have you ever felt the urge, Tony, to go back there?
Yeah, probably. Not at these times at the moment.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not advising that for anyone.
I think they play in a new stadium now. They changed their stadium.
Yeah, and all the names changed, don't they? The teams change their names all the time over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Different franchise or whatever.
But I think they are still the Whitecaps.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check them out after this, Tone. I'll check them out. Okay, so that was very exciting, and we're going to have more of that next week. But for now, we've got to deal with the here and now, and Tony's going to have to put his Nostradamus hat on because it's time for the Funnell Forecast Super 6. So we're going to look at the 6 fixtures here. Tony's going to make his predictions. We might have a little peep at the league to see what's going on, and then that'll be it. So Tony, we're going to start off here. We've got Fulham against Palace. Both teams are coming off of 2 draws and a loss, and Mr. Zaha has scored 4 goals in the last 6. Fulham have only got 1 clean sheet in the last 6. What do you think might happen here?
Yeah, I'm going for an away win, 2-1 for Palace.
2-1 Tony. We got Wycombe against Norwich here. Obviously, both newcomers to the league this season, but from very different places. The big talking point here, Tony, is that actually in the last 6 games, Wycombe have conceded 13 goals and only scored 1.
Yeah, I'm actually going for a home win to Norwich, 2-0.
We've got Cardiff Middlesbrough here. Bournemouth recently played Cardiff. Tony, I don't know if you caught any of it or any of the highlights or anything.
I did, and I must say, I was quite impressed with Bournemouth. I thought they played well. They passed the ball around well. They were quite good up front. I thought Solanke will score some goals. At least he got into positions and had the chances.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, that's the first thing.
Yeah, I think they did all right.
Good, and they're playing. Obviously, Cardiff got Middlesbrough here, and they sort of blow hot and cold. Good game, bad game. I don't know what's going to happen here, Tony. What do you think could happen?
No, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's going to be definitely a tight game. Then we've got Brentford against Stoke, or Stoke versus Brentford, I should say. 2 strong teams. Another Tony, not you, Tony, Ivan Tony. He's scored 2 goals in each of the last 3 games. He's on for a Pele there, isn't he?
Yeah. He might be on for another 2 goals this week. I'm going 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. Then we've got Coventry against Blackburn. Now, Blackburn put 4 past Derby a little while back and 5 past Wycombe. And Coventry aren't looking great against us when we played them. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, Blackburn have gone a bit astray after those 2 results, but I'm going to go for an away win to Blackburn 2-1.
Super. 2-1 Tony. And then we finish off here with Sheffield Wednesday against Luton. Wednesday, Tony, still need points. They're started the season on minus points, didn't they? But nobody else seems to be. I mean, the other teams don't seem to be pulling away at any great speed.
No, I do think they'll get the 3 points this week. I'm going for 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday.
Lovely. Fantastic. And there's our predictions there. And we've got to go with our golden goal now, Tone. So let's see. I think you've gone for 6, you've gone for 7, you've gone for 8. What do you fancy this week?
8 again.
8 again. All done. Here's a little look at the league. There's a new name at the top there.
Yeah, who's that?
It's someone you know again.
Yes. Streets ahead of me.
That is quite incredible, Naomi. I'm sure you're watching, and really, if you could write these things down and tell us what your predictions are going to be ahead of time, I know a local bookmaker would be very interested. That is incredible.
Is that me 57?
Yeah, 57. You're looking good for it, Tone.
It's a long old season, as I keep on saying.
It is a long old season.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah, who knows? You might get every single one right, Tony, and you'll be walking away with £250,000 by Sunday morning.
It only takes 1 week to do that.
Someone's got to win.
Yeah.
Could be you. And it could be you. It could be you out there in TV land. And that's enough from Tony and I this week. Tony, it's been a pleasure.
Cheers. Nice to speak to you again.
And we'll see you next time on Back of the Net. Adios.